Jack, the next thing that sort of came out loud and clear to me in the stories that y'all chose is what it says about the shaky finances of higher ed in different
Mm,
regards. So you talked about how the Varsity Blues story is a story about what the rich can buy in America. To me, it was also a story, though, about what it says about the system of higher ed that lets people buy their way in and sort of the desperation, if you will, around donors and things of that nature. The UNC story, similarly, yes, it's about athletics, but it's also about a school trying to keep its finances and fundraising in order through its preeminence in sports, trying to have it all, if you will. The Mount St. Mary's story, the president, the Drown the Bunnies, has this element of trying to get the college's finances in order through a very weird sense of what student success means. But like Varsity Blues, it raises a very real question of, Jeff, this is going to be a plug for you, of who gets in and why.
mm,
And whether they should. And then Bluefield State has this element of cleaning up the finances of a school that's really struggling in West Virginia. And obviously the big spender stories, right? They all directly talk about finances, whether it's the Olive Jar or the safaris to allegedly recruit international students. And then you've got the $6 million renovation at Vanderbilt with Gordon Gee. And as a side note, since you brought up college reporting, one of the stories I wrote at the Yale Daily News when I was a reporter there was when Gee decided to leave Brown after
mm.
just 2 years for the greener, more posh pastures at Vanderbilt, where his salary would be a couple $100,000 higher and his wife would get a nice tenured post and presumably before the marijuana got thrown in. So
And the story ended after that. Nothing else ever
right,
happened to
exactly.
Gordon
Nothing else
Gee.
happened.